Hey guys, today we'll be looking at DubsJerkyTV, a Gold 5 Moira. This was a VOD request on the Overwatch University subreddit, where they wrote, "It was a close one, so I'm looking for where my 3 biggest areas of improvement are. Am I using offensive-defensive orb correctly? How do I deal with a soldier or any ranged DPS that is just melting our team? Is my positioning okay? Thanks in advance for your help. Feel free to be brutal. I'll just use Fade if you hit my feelings." I like that one. But yeah, we'll definitely go over those things. As far as orb usage goes, I guarantee that's going to come up. For dealing with soldier, Cass, DPS like that, it's usually not a good idea to just straight up 1v1 them as Moira, unless their aim is bad. Things we could do, maybe if we kind of play from an off angle, get their attention, and be a distraction. Timing us doing this as our team is engaging, that can maybe, the distraction can set up an opening for our team to get the kill. Another thing we could do is if we have like a dive character that's going to go up and contest them, following them and helping them get the kill could be really good as Moira too. But those are the type of things you could think about. Let's see how things go in the VOD. So getting right into it. First thing I always like to do is take a look at the team comp. So we got D.Va, Tracer, Ashe, Moira, Zen. Yeah, so like we were saying, you got 2 dive characters, Tracer and D.Va. Ideally, I think if you just pocket this D.Va, if she goes up there and harasses that soldier with you behind her, that's gonna, I think the 2 of you could easily kill him. But yeah. That would be good. Ashe and Zen, you can just let them play back, focus on pushing cart. That's ideally how I would like to see this played. Let's see how it actually goes, though. You could have got that orb a little deeper, but right idea. Yeah, Zen's fine. Go for damage. We get the kill on Doomil. That's huge. D.Va is... Ooh. D.Va got D-Mech fast there. Let's see what happens.
Your cellular makeup.
All right, so we get the kill on Doom. Yeah, it looks like she kind of wasted her DM and drained the meter. So then when she's boosting and going in a straight line, ideally when she should be using DM, she didn't have it and she got D-Mech pretty fast there. Not completely your fault, but at the same time, you weren't really paying attention to her. You were kind of focused on these guys over here and getting the damage orb in. Top priority should be supporting your tank. If you expect her to DM better, you could have thrown a damage orb that way. Heal orb obviously would have been really good at preventing that D-Mech, but yeah, I would just try to focus a little bit more on what your tank is doing there. Yeah, be careful. Don't play out in the open with the soldier. Yeah, you can use card as cover, of course. Yeah, don't frontline like this. Okay, you fade away. So Zen dies. And then you die. So yeah, you definitely don't want to like frontline and main like that when they're all just going to look at you. You had to use fade to get away, which was good. But you still hung out in the open here and got burst down. Even if you had made the mistake of frontlining and fade away, it happens. I've done it too, but you definitely at this point want to think about hiding behind cover. You can poke out for damage, but you just want to have like the wall here, over here, play right next to it. So just in case you take a lot of pressure, you can quickly duck behind. Especially against like a Zen and a soldier who are going to do damage at a range that you can't do anything from. You definitely don't want to just hang out in the open like that. You lose the fight, but we can regroup. Okay, we got a Rhine now. So here, your other support's a Zen. He's not really gonna give Rhine quite the support he needs, so we definitely want to think about kind of playing behind him and helping him out.
Your end is within my reach.
especially with, the soldiers up there. Straight up 1v1ing him isn't a good idea. It's okay to get some damage in like you are right now, but you definitely want to duck under cover. I would just, if you play like right, hug the wall, at least as he's focusing you, it'll either, make him have to go a little bit more out in the open to try to get you. Maybe, like your Zen, someone can focus him. At the very least, if he doesn't decide to extend like that, you'll be keeping yourself safe.
Receive my aid.
And that heal orb, I just want to take a look.
Receive my
Yeah,
aid.
so you threw the heal orb for Tracer and Ryan, who are basically full HP here. One thing you always want to think about when it comes to your cooldowns, and this goes for just about every hero, just about every cooldown, before you use it, you always want to try to think about the value that you're going to get out of it. I did a couple Lucio VODs, the last 2 VODs I did, and we talked about this with Amp. Heal Orb is very similar. You want to save that for when you have your teammates, they're taking a lot of pressure, and your primary fire just isn't going to be enough to keep them up. So here, they're full HP. You're not going to get a lot of value out of this orb. Even like throwing a damage orb, I don't think that would have been ideal either, but that would have just been more valuable to help them confirm the kill. Ideally, though, you should have just held on to orb completely. Zen dies. He's kind of out in the open. No, I don't really blame you for that. You can go after... You can do a little more damage there. It's good that you're healing Ryan. And you do help him get the kill on Sim, which is good. Yeah, good use of heal orb. Okay. So Soldier puts... You get punched by Doom. Soldier puts some pressure on you, and you realize that, so you instinctually fade, which is good. But once again, you are still out in the open, and then you stop, look at the Soldier to try to DPS on him, and he just kills you. When you take damage like that, and like the Soldier was there, I would have tried to fade into some sort of cover. Like right in here would have been good. Just stabilize, make sure you're okay. You can poke out, hopefully, like you can get some healing in on your Rhine. Maybe Soldier goes away, or if he's still here, duck back just to make sure that he can't kill you. As soon as you got fade back too, you could fade over to where Sombra is, out of sight of the Soldier, and in a better position to support Ryan and what he's doing. But yeah, regardless though, definitely don't just hang out in the open when you know the Soldier's up there controlling high ground.
You cannot escape me.
We gonna move the payload or what?
With the payload for the mission.
Okay, good use of card. Yeah, play behind Ryan. Don't go in front of him. Nice job killing the turret. Ryan's crit. We could go a little closer, but Bap's there too. Okay, we got the Immort out. Yeah, I don't blame you for that. Ryan was crit. Bap is there. We might have been able to keep Ryan up without it. But yeah, I don't completely blame you for that. And good job avoiding the Soldier Visor too. So with Fade, sorry, not Fade, Damage Orb, it's kind of a projectile-ish. Yeah, it is a projectile. Thing about projectile aim, you want to, as Soldier says in game, aim where they're going, not where they are. So you see the Soldier there, you throw the orb like where he is. If you had thrown it out over like here where you know he's going, it would have intercepted him and you would have got a little bit more value out of it. Good job confirming the kill on Doom. I like it. Put some pressure on the Moira. We got the kill on Sim. This is good. Yeah, we win this fight. Nice. Small little thing there. It didn't matter in this case because Ryan just hammered a Soldier. But if you see someone absolute like that, especially like if you're in a 1v1 situation, just melee them. That is huge for confirming kills as Moira.
You can't stop me.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
So you guys cap first point.
Hello.
Pain is inevitable.
Excellent.
So you didn't really get value out of that damage orb because, well, for one, we had no clue where anyone was. I think we might have heard the Doom footsteps, but like the rest of his team just died. And as we can see watching the replay, they are way far away, nowhere near ready to re-engage. I would have just held on to that damage orb, you know, as they're coming around here about to engage you guys in a fight again, because for one, you obviously would have hit them, and two, just getting early damage in a fight is just a lot more valuable in, you know, putting pressure on them. Maybe your team can follow up with a kill. But yeah, we didn't really accomplish much with that damage orb. Just kind of just blindly throwing it out, not knowing where anyone was. Okay, you ping the Doom, you hear him. Yeah, you don't really need to be scared of a Doom as Moira. Really, like, I've actually been playing a lot of Doomfist recently, and his damage is just so infuriatingly weak. As a Moira, really, all you have to do is just hold on to fade to avoid his punch, and then he basically can't do anything to you. So yeah, like if you see a Doom up there, you can just go for some DPS. Obviously, also be like watching this area to make sure nobody comes up on you. But yeah, apart from avoiding his punch, don't ever be scared of a Doomfist. And you kind of, another thing too, you threw Heal Orb out there for Sombra. Once again, think about the value you're going to get out of it. Sombra has invisibility, and she has a translocator to escape. Just throwing a Heal Orb isn't that valuable. She can depend on like the health packs and stuff to get her own healing. Yeah, I would have held on to that. Yeah, help you back. Okay. Yeah, farm up the Doom. Be careful, though. This is good. Use cover. Good job helping your bat. Yeah, it's unfortunate with your Rhine, but looks like you guys are still going to win. Okay. Same thing with the orb. The fight was won. Your team is full HP. Use save heal orb. Like, just use primary fire to heal people. Save heal orb for when primary fire isn't enough. Waiting for them to re-engage again. Okay. I think we needed to look at Sombra there, but it happens. Ryan just kind of... Yeah, he charged the Torb off the map. He needs to realize that this is an Overwatch 1 and he can cancel that now, but... that's unfortunate too, because I guarantee if your Ryan hadn't done that and he had stayed alive, this fight might have still been winnable. I mean, you know, your Tracer died too. Yeah, I don't know. But either way, forget about what our teammates are doing. You are doing the right thing right now. You realize the fight's lost. You're waiting to regroup. I'll actually fast forward this.
Payload is stopped. See to it.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, farm up Doom. Heal Rhine. Alternate between healing and damage. Okay, Bap died. Yeah, I think we had Cole, right? A little bit earlier. Yeah, I mean, your Bap died.
Surrender to my will.
You got to think when Ryan is absolute like that, you're probably not going to get the Cole out in time. I would have held on to it, but it's okay. I understand what you were trying to do, of course. It was just a little too late to do anything with it at that point.
Now, to start
Like,
anew.
there is a little, there is a tiny little animation before, like, the Cole actually does anything. So if your tank is, like, absolutely crit like that, like, you're not going to get it out in time. I would just hold on to it. If he's like a quarter HP, that's a different story. But... Same thing like I said. Like, see, you're 5 HP now. Like, really the only thing you have to watch out for with a Doomfist is his punch. Hold on to your fade. Time your fade to avoid that, and he won't do anything to you. You're very lucky, and it's very smart of you to rotate around this way to avoid your death, but yeah. Yeah, farm him up for damage. Heal up your Orisa, but actually Ana's there too. So we got a Tracer and a Sombra now, and we had a BAP, we have an Ana. We can play this a lot differently. We don't necessarily need to play behind our tank anymore. I would like to see you trying to play with them, your DPS. See who they're focusing on. Maybe go with them and dive them too. Especially, you complained about the soldier in the Reddit post. If you know your Tracer is going up there to contest him, that can be just really good to follow up with. And you can even, like, if you use voice chat, if you talk to your team, you can communicate that, like, hey, Tracer, let's go get the soldier on high ground. Something like that. But yeah, Ana, you can just leave healing Orisa to her, and I would like to see you help your DPS out. Okay, that was a nice sleep by your Ana. We can farm up Doom.
The enemy is
Nice, we win the fight.
Enemy turret destroyed.
30 seconds.
A taste of poison. Eyes open now.
Okay, nice. Just be careful about if the soldier looks at you. You're fine now, of course, but that's exactly what you should do. As unfortunate with your Ana, though. But yeah, good job avoiding the Doom fade. We definitely needed to heal Orisa there, though. We definitely saw she was crit on the corner of our screen. Yeah, I would... healing your tank is definitely... Especially after your Ana died. Now it's up to you to keep Orisa alive. Definitely trying to heal her is more important.
Your end is within my reach.
Yeah, I would move right. If you need to use fade, do it. And just wait for to regroup for the next fight. We evade the Doom. We're pushing main. So like I was saying, Ana can take care of Orisa, and like the two of them counter Doom. So that shouldn't really be an issue. Like, they don't need your help right now. Whereas, like, Soldier is on high ground, and look where your Tracer is. Tracer is going after him. We would be getting a lot more accomplished right now if we were, as I said, following Tracer and helping her take care of that.
60 seconds.
Because actually, like, look at that. Like, she's crit right now. She's having it looks like she's having a tough time, and Soldier basically looks like he's taken no damage. Well, I mean, okay, he's half, but even so. Like, that's all the more reason. I think if we were up there helping Tracer, that would have just been, like, the difference maker in either getting the kill or at least forcing him to drop off the high ground. Yeah, see, Tracer abandons it because she wasn't able to do it on her own. Yeah, so a couple things with that. you never just want to straight up like get into an alt pissing match with a soldier. Coalescence isn't going to do as much damage as Visor. Your self heal isn't going to outdo the aimbot damage. The other thing too is you had Fade. This is a new thing with Season 4 with Moira, so I understand if you weren't aware, but Moira can now Fade while using Coalescence. So if you see yourself getting critical like that, you could have maybe like faded into this room, faded like back around the corner. At the very least, get out of sight of the soldier here. Once again, I understand if you didn't know that, or at least you're not used to doing that, but that's just something to keep in mind now. Moira can now fade while ulting. Take advantage of that.
Down.
30 seconds remaining.
Quickly now. Time's running out.
Yeah, once again, like your Tracer at least. I haven't really seen what Sombra has done, but Tracer can't take on the soldier on her own. We need to be helping her out. Yeah, same thing with your Sombra. She's trying. This heal orb, I don't think it's a great idea just because like Sombra's going to translocate out. Ideally, once again, you should be trying to go up there with her. But yeah. Okay, good fade. You're staying out of LOS of the soldier though, that's good. Now we got a contest point. Good use of the health pack. So this is a really, really good position. I really like what you're doing. And I just want to take a second to talk about it. So in an overtime situation, if you need to contest point, like your Sombra and your Orisa are doing it, that means we don't need to be on point ourselves. We can just hang back here. We're safe from soldier. Nobody's really looking at us because they're focused on point. And, we can just heal them, keep them alive, go for damage when we don't need to heal. I love this. This is really good as Moira. As any support. Like, your Ana died. I think she was playing a little too out in the open. She should have been doing what you're doing right now. I just wanted to commend you. Although you are going for damage on the BAP while Orisa is crit. Keeping your tank alive should be top priority over trying to get a kill. Yeah, see, she dies. We needed to be healing her there for sure. Yeah, what are we doing? We should not be up here. Yeah, we can't kill soldier.
Complete.
So yeah, that's unfortunate. I see what you were doing. You realize the soldier is giving your team tons of problems. You felt like you needed to go up there and take care of him yourself. Meanwhile, your Sombra is on point all by herself. We should have been keeping Orisa alive, but that happened. It's okay. Well, it's not okay, but you know what I mean. We can't just abandon point like that. Ideally, we should have been like up there earlier with our DPS. Taking care of soldier. Maybe he still wouldn't be up there. But yeah, I would say that was our first mistake, was not taking care of soldier. Our second mistake was letting Orisa die. And then our final mistake was abandoning Sombra all alone on point to go contest the soldier. But that's the round. Let's see how defense goes.
Attackers incoming.
Yeah, you get the spawn damage orb on. That's good. Hold on, let's just take a look. So we got the same team comp basically, except we swapped the Tracer for an Ashe. Okay, hopefully Ashe and Ana kind of hang back together. Once again, you can kind of let Ana focus on the Orisa. Maybe we can try to coordinate with Sombra, get some dives in. If she like hacks the soldier and we DPS him together, that could be really good. But yeah, those are just little things we can think about. We're out of the fight a little too long. You could have just, like, ducked behind the corner quick and then gone for more damage. Yeah, they're fine. We should be looking for damage. If our team isn't crit, that means we can go for it. Yeah, try to break the wall. You can just grasp the wall to try to break it sooner. This is good, though. Your tank's crit.
Need a moment to recharge.
It's unfortunate for Thana.
I'm under attack. Be nourished.
Yeah, that heal orb right there, like, Mei used her wall, and then you threw the orb right after. So that didn't... You basically threw the heal orb into the enemy team. That didn't accomplish anything at all. I think damage orb would have been better, and, like, your Orisa's fine. You're healing her with primary. But yeah. So yeah, maybe, I think maybe holding on to orb might have been better. Just because we gotta think, like, just throwing the orb, like, as our teams died, like, what are we really going to accomplish? Yeah, we'll farm a little bit of ult charge, but we're not going to secure a kill. Trying to support Orisa and stay safer is better. And, like, help her get out safely is better. Granted, you were going for a heal orb, and the Mei wall cut you off, but yeah, I would have just, as soon as you saw the Mei wall go up, I would have just held on to orb. And so one thing you should actually know is against a monkey as Moira, if you stay in a small space and use your heal orb as you get low, you can actually win a 1v1 against him. It'll be long and dragged out, but, like, he basically, like, if you just keep grasping him and use your heal orb, monkey can't kill you. Just something you can think about. Like, we don't have either of our cooldowns right now. We're 30 HP. Monkey was very smart to dive us at this point, but, like, we can fade. Like, I would just be holding on to that button so that the moment we have fade, we use it. Then we can continue grasping him, hopefully stay alive long enough to get our heal orb back. But those are just things you can think about. Like I said, you can win a 1v1 or at least get him low enough to disengage. If you're in a small space, that is. But yeah, he finishes us off. Smart by him once again to go after us when he realized we had no cooldowns.
No opposition is insurmountable.
We got Ramatra. Once again, what did that healing orb accomplish? We can only see our Ramatra and he's full HP. Nothing. This is good. Heal your Ashe. Okay, we can throw heal orb. Good job. I like that. Good kill on the monkey. Yeah, I get why we backed up because of the monkey, but I think Ram might have needed to back up himself there, but it's okay. Yeah, we can try to farm up monkey a little bit. Definitely heal your Ana. Don't let her die. So if we had been healing Ana a little earlier, we wouldn't have needed the heal orb there. Just a little thing you could have done to preserve your cooldowns. Yeah, Mei just pushes right into us, but oh, we lose Ana too. Okay, looks like we still win the fight though, so that's so good. Who cares if we die as long as our team wins the fight? So one thing you can think about right now, between fights, is just setting up. One thing that can be really good as Moira is to just go up on a high ground. Like, if you were up here, you can wait till they're like coming down here to engage your team, and you can just poke out here and do a little DPS. Maybe, you know, you can like, they have like an Ana, a Kiriko. If you like do some damage on them, maybe you can force their cooldowns out like Suzu or Nade, so that they don't have them for the fight that's about to start. Maybe Monkey expends jump to come up here and contest you. Little things you could think about. Being a distraction can set up, as I said, set up openings for your team to get kills. And also, if you can get cooldowns out of them so that they don't have them for the fight, that can be huge. And worst case, you know, if they put you in trouble, you just fade all the way back to, like, you know, basically where you are to play behind your team again. Little things you can think about as Moira.
I will give you shelter.
Nice try. I think you were trying to fade jump up there. It happens.
Within my reach.
Good use of the corner. Yeah. Ash is good. Yeah, she took a lot of damage. So one thing I do want to point out, though, regardless with Coalescence, I mean, I would have maybe waited until they're pushing a little bit more, because you got to think Mei and Kiriko might come out here. I kind of understand why you did it, but one thing apart from that I want to point out
Surrender
is
to my will.
you didn't throw an orb, and I think you were doing this earlier too, but we might not have pointed it out. When you use your Coalescence, try to always throw an orb, either healing or damage, depending on what's needed, but always throw that right before you pop ult. If you are doing if you're going for DPS and you throw a damage orb followed up with a Coalescence, that can often be enough damage to just kill a target pretty fast. You know, if your team desperately needs the healing, throwing like your tank or so, and you really need to keep them alive, heal orb Coalescence can be really good to save people as well. And by the time your Coalescence finishes, you will have that cooldown back basically. So yeah, that's just really good. A really good resource management and really good maximizing value as Moira. Like if I have Coalescence and I'm getting ready to use it, like even if like say I'm like at 4 seconds to my orb or whatever, I will wait and hold on until I have my orb back, just so I could do the orb Coalescence combo. Basically, if you ask any high level Moira player, they will tell you to always do this with your ult. Yeah, see, we didn't really get much value. Okay, we got the Ana. But once again, I think maybe if we had waited a little bit, but yeah, we didn't really get any much value out of that Coalescence, but Ramatra still cleans up with Annihilation, so it's all good. Coalescence, like if you're gonna waste an ult, Moira gets Coalescence pretty fast, so it's not the end of the world, and we only really expended that in Annihilation anyway. Same thing I said before with the damage orb. Wait a little bit. Wait as they're coming in to engage, just to get the early damage. That might set up a kill for your team. If you do it like before the fight, like, you know, when they're still regrouping, like chances are the supports will heal up the damage before the fight even begins. And maybe you farmed a little bit of ult charge yourself, but you definitely farmed the enemy support's ult charge too. So yeah, just try to think about throwing the damage orb as the fight begins.
What is it now?
And another thing too, like between fights, we could have gone back up to that high ground. Like Ash is up there. We could just be up there with her, buddy up with her, protect her if she gets dove. and then continuing to do what I said, like just harass them and try to get some, harass the enemy team and try to get some cooldowns out before the fight begins. See what I mean? Like, Kiriko and Soldier go up there, kill your Ashe before you have time to react. If you were up there with her, maybe you guys could have won the 2v2, or at the very least, you could have kept Ashe alive enough to get out, because like see Soldier's visoring now, which is a little dangerous. Got good use of Fade. Ooh, yeah, he chased you. Ooh. Yeah, we needed to throw Heal Orb there because... Let's take a look. A little too early. That's okay, we'll watch it again. Yeah, we're 56 HP throwing Damage Orb. If we had thrown Heal Orb here, we might have been able to stay alive long enough to get Fade back. I mean, it is tough because he's doing a lot of damage, but like if we had healed ourselves up, maybe we could have kept ourselves alive long enough to like Fade right into that Mega right there. And then we could have gone out, you know, we could have regrouped with Sombra, healed her as well. Maybe the two of you could have gone after the Soldier after his visor expired. You know, just little things like that. Definitely when you're critical like that, keeping yourself alive is more important than doing some damage, especially on an ulting Soldier.
I've dealt with cynics before. You will be renewed.
We're out here again. Ooh, so we walked in a straight line there. Like, I just want you to see that again. So you're coming out from spawn. We expend Fade, which I try to avoid doing that. At least, you know, like you can do it like right as you're getting out of spawn. But like once you get onto the battlefield like this, you definitely want to have that cooldown just in case. Just a little thing with Fade, but that's aside what I wanted to talk about. Let's watch this. So you go after the Kiriko who just got rezzed. Let's watch the slow motion. You're just walking in a straight line here. You see that? With Kiriko, whose kunai is projectile based, walking in a straight line, like hit scan, that's too, but especially like with a projectile, that's very easy prediction and just lines up the shot for them. What I want you to think about is trying to do some strafing and crouching. So, you know, if you're on PC, AD, left-right movement, mix some crouches in there too, just so your head hitbox is moving. If you do that, like a Kiriko should be an easy kill for you as Moira. But yeah, that's definitely something you want to be thinking about especially as you climb to higher ranks. As people's aim get better, they absolutely will punish you for moving in a predictable manner.
Bothersome. Receive my aid.
Okay. Understand the Heal Orb. Yeah, we kind of lost the fight, so yeah, I wouldn't go out this way. So we see like they're basically going to cap second point. We want to think about regrouping. Like we want to go where our Sombra is basically. We wanted to escape out here, go out and, you know, regroup for this fight. Maybe set up on high ground, something like that. But it's a little risky. Like, you know, maybe if we can get in the back line and pick off a support, maybe that's okay. But yeah, let's actually, you know what? Actually, let's see what happens. I'm kind of interested.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
A taste of poison.
Yeah, see, you don't just want to get their attention like that. They know you're here now. But yeah, this is actually a valid strategy if you can pick off a support, like right before the fight begins. Yeah, that's tough. They're looking at you, but yeah, Kiriko, she's low. Okay. Nice. I like it. You get the Mercy. Okay, alright. I take back what I said. That wasn't a terrible strategy. You just want to... Yeah, you kind of faded out. So that was great. You killed both supports. Granted, Kiriko got rezzed. But let's talk about where it went wrong. Okay, you're distracting the Kiriko. You get the kill on her. Mercy goes to res. She does get the res off, but you kill Mercy. Soldier's going after you. Okay, this is where I went wrong. You faded right out in the open, like right where everyone can see you on point. Granted, I kind of understand you probably want to help your Ramatra, but like he's almost full HP. He's also like in his Nemesis form and while doing Annihilation, he can use the block to mitigate a lot of damage. So he doesn't urgently need your healing right now. When you're under pressure like that, you know, you're 60 HP, you faded to get away from the soldier. I would have liked to see you try to get some cover. So instead of fading this way, ideally, like maybe fading into this room. You know, you could hide here to stabilize. If soldier isn't looking down this lane, you could come grab the Mega, which Sombra has hacked, by the way. So yeah, I definitely don't, like, when you're low HP, you don't want to fade out in the open like that. And you get punished for it.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
Moira is here.
A sip for the polished. Such grievous wounds.
Get in there, Bob.
Pain is inevitable.
Interesting.
So once again, think about where you're going to set up. I think playing up there with Ashe would be a really good idea, especially since Zen isn't doing that. Ooh, okay. I like the fade jump, and that looks like... Okay, I like it. This is exactly where we should be. And see, you can, like, scout. You can see where they're coming from over here. So I think you're doing it a little too early, but let's see what happens. So you kind of, you know, you saw the Ramatra poking out, and then you instantly pop Coalescence. For one, like I said before, I definitely would have thrown a damage orb first. The other thing too, I would have just waited for them to commit a little more to that push. Because what they did, as soon as they saw your Cole, they just ducked around the corner. You kind of chased them, went in there, realized you weren't going to get anything done, backed out. Now that your ult is done, Ramatra sees this as a golden opportunity to just push in. Because you got to think, if you had held on to Cole there, maybe like the Mercy and the Soldier would have pushed behind him, and then maybe with you calling and your Ashe doing damage too, maybe like you could have got the Mercy or something. So yeah, definitely, just like we were saying with your damage orbs, wait for the team to push in and commit a little bit more before you throw that out. Yeah, heal your Ashe. Yeah, your Ashe definitely needed healing there a lot sooner. But fortunately, she did a really good job hitting her shots and getting the kill regardless. If she had died there, though, that would have been on you 100%. Let's see what happens.
You will be renewed.
We got 44 seconds left, and I'm very interested in seeing how this ends. Okay. Nice kill on the Mercy. Yeah, definitely. Ashe needs our help. Yeah, avoid that. Ooh, you know, you don't want to fade into him. Yeah, see, he chases us, so I would have faded on low ground, like maybe like in this door, even like back here. One of those two doors. That's ideally where I would have gone once Soldier pop visor. We don't want to like fade into him or stay up on high ground where he can focus us. Because not only did we die there because he was able to burst us down, but like by being down here sooner, you know, we would have seen, maybe we could have healed Zen. We definitely could be healing Orisa right now. Just things like that. Yeah, just try to get away from the Soldier. Get off the high ground, out of his LOS as soon as he pops that visor.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we're too close. You are very,
Manifest.
very lucky that Zen popped trans there because you were like about to die. Like I was saying on attack, where you were playing back, letting your team contest point. That's what I would like to see you doing again right now. As the support, think about playing off point and supporting your teammates that are holding point. If they die, you know, and you're forced to touch, then touch. Otherwise, you know, stay off and focus on helping your team. Get the kill. Yeah, get away from Junk. Yeah, he does the combo on us. So yeah, if we had been playing off point, we could have avoided that death. And that's the game. Yeah, nice try. You definitely showed some good things. I definitely really liked like that little flank. I was questioning it at first, but you killed both supports. We did mess up on the fade. It happens. But yeah, good stuff. I definitely think on attack, the big thing that hurt us was our DPS weren't really getting support, especially like Tracer was struggling to win 1v1s against the Soldier, and Soldier was just giving us a lot of problems controlling that high ground. If you have like a BAP or an Ana as your other support, they're going to play behind the tank. Let them focus on healing the tank. Go help your DPS. If you have dive characters like Tracer Sombra, go help them. Go dive the people they're diving. I definitely think that could have been the difference maker in getting the Soldier off high ground. And then, yeah, just the other thing, just what you should be focusing on, like top priority, if your tank is low and your other support isn't there to heal them, that should be your top priority. Waiting until people commit a little bit more before you throw a damage orb or before you pop coalescence. That'll be really good as well. And then I think what hurt us at the end there was just playing on point. You did a really good job at the end of first round on attack of playing off point and supporting your team. But I would like to see you do that just a lot more in general. If you have teammates like your DPS, your tank that are stalling point, stay off point, try to use some cover and focus on supporting them instead. Yeah, otherwise, good stuff though. Good job. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, anything like that. And best of luck in the future.